All right, everyone, it's time for Vermont Issues episode 112. Wendy Wilton, who is from Rutland, has been appointed to head the Farm Service Agency by Trump himself. Now, this is an interesting little bit of backstory from when I was a senior in high school. Actually, I took senior law. And I can't 100% recall, but I think there was a project and we were supposed to have somebody come in who could speak to, like, the ways of life, because, senior law, it's sort of associated with your becoming a young adult and going forth into the world. I can't remember whether it was specifically political at the time, but somehow I can't remember whether my senior law teacher had suggested this to me, or whether it was just I said, oh, this, seems like a person who might be interested in coming in, but actually I had asked Wendy Wilton to come in. The person who Trump now has appointed to this position, and she did, and spoke to political things, and it was quite interesting. I think I did end up voting for her. I think she was running at the time for the legislature, lost, and became treasurer for the city of Rutland. And she was reelected, I think it was 4 times in a row to that position, while holding several other positions at various times, I think, too. And now she's in this now higher rung. Actually within the state government. So she's definitely moved up a notch or two. So congrats to her, but I can remember her actually coming in to talk to the senior law class when I was there, and that was pretty interesting. So I'm happy about this because, when you've actually met somebody, I mean more than just like, hey, hi, I'm running for office, and you shake their hand and wander off. You've had like a little bit more of a conversation with somebody within the political realm. It gives you a different perspective, I think, on their personality. Like, there are a few other people, I won't mention them because I don't know if they're actually still in politics. If they're totally private life, maybe they don't want to be associated with Styx Hexadammer, for all I know. You end up with a xenophobic, Antifa attack or something. But Miss Wilton, of course, is in a political position. It's a little bit different. But I can remember speaking to several other people who were in local politics. I don't think I ever spoke to somebody who was in actual state politics at the time that I was speaking to them. But it's like during that same election season, I think this is the lead up to, Obama becoming the president of the United States not long thereafter. During that same political season, I can remember actually for the same senior law class, I attended a debate between Sanders and his then opponent Rich Tarrant, as well as Martha Rainville and Peter Welch, and I actually did a write-up about the debate, and it got put, I think it was the Rutland Herald, actually put it in there, and I won second prize in that, so it was a pretty happy political season. That was sort of my first introduction to being fairly interested in politics. Was really my senior law class within high school. Before that, it's like I didn't really give a fuck, it didn't really matter. And at the time, like that first season, I was a little more Republican friendly at the time, specifically because I was kind of rankled by Sanders and his attitude. But I'm not now, nor was I then a conservative. Actually, shortly thereafter, because of the war and everything, I started considering myself a liberal until Obama was going crazy. I didn't need, though, at the time to consider myself liberal to hate Bush's guts. I think most sane, sensible, rational individuals did. It was just sort of a natural reaction. But yeah, maybe more left-leaning on that token, I suppose. It was a good time, and I'm glad that Wendy will. I think she'll do well in this position. She's got a reputation for being a competent individual, and also someone who had, a sense of humor, isn't a total stickler. Some of these political heads, they never seem to crack a smile. It's like they're incapable of doing so. Like Peter Welch, he just seems like a glum individual. Like someone who's kind of a very professionalistic, very humorless, more like that big city shine shoe feel, as opposed to maybe somebody like Wendy Wilton, who seems more like personable, more approachable. So it's going to be interesting to see what she does in that capacity. That's about all. Peace out.